Greetings! Welcome to my first ever live stream of Invader Zim Remastered. Flamgo's been doing a lot of these over on Flamgo's Crash Pad, but I have yet to do one myself. I know Invader Zim is. That's very cool. So, many of you may have never seen this before. This is the scene, or I should say, not scene. This is my shot I'm currently working on. As you can see, it's 16 by 9. The original was 4 by 3. Everything within those white lines was the original screenshot. Everything on the outside was stuff I made up. It's looking pretty good so far. Pretty dang good. But of course, there are things that can be improved about it, so that's what we're doing right now. Yay! Hello, Tiny Hamster, Alistair, hello! Mel Ribbenclaw. Very awesome. Okay, so first of all, let's tackle the right side here. I have not been liking how this antenna looks. Nah. Tablet Y. There we go. Okay. Let's play a little game called What Layer Is This On? It's on this one. That needs to be straight up. And more shaped like everyone else's. I hope I have a good drawing stream set up because I'm going to be doing these all next week. Unless I have other things to do. But if I'm not busy, I'm gonna try and do a little bit each day for Zasser Week. It's gonna be fun. Invader Zim 25th anniversary. Is there anything special? Not that I know of. At least not officially. There might be like a Q&A, like a panel. That's usually what they do. Hi, Zopi. Never forget Jason the Silly Guy. If I were to predict, it'd probably be similar to the 20th anniversary where we just kind of got like a couple of interviews and stuff because Nickelodeon doesn't care a whole lot about this franchise. But from the fans, it's going to be crazy. You're going to be seeing a lot of people like drawing for it. You're going to see a lot of heartfelt posts about it. Jonan might do a live stream, like, cause that's what he did for the 20th anniversary. That's where we found out about, like, Tack for sure was supposed to be in Florpus. And then they decided, nah, let's not do that. Disaster draws closer. Yes, it does. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do like 7 full drawings because, oh my god, I've been doing some birthday art for my best friend. I thought surely this won't take long. Yeah, of course. It was this art right here. I'm still on the base color. This took me 2 days. By the way, would have taken me 1 if I didn't just draw this at night. But still, that was 2 days. 1 if I was more efficient. And it's still not even shaded, so, I love Clip Studio Paint, but I take forever. Gotta start challenging myself. Omni jump scare. Oh yeah, my dad. This is a joke. My dad is not Jonan. If you say so. Yeah, making these guys blend in more. We have to make the background characters that I added even more like background characters. Actually, let me try and make this larger. There we go. So you can see the full on the top right corner. Hopefully. Let me check that. Yep, yeah, you should be able to see it just fine. Can I tell you I made Invader Blue years ago? What is Invader Blue? Is that a character? Or like a fanfic? They do look like peas. Oh my god. If we do The Nightmare Begins, we're gonna have to draw so many peas. Okay. God, half the stream is just gonna be me being like, oh man, what layer was this on again? Okay. That should be a bit blurrier. There we go. Should fill in that spot. Made fan videos years ago. Oh! That's very cool. That's very awesome. I only just recently started doing videos on Zim. Okay, next agenda. This guy right here, it's kind of hard to see, but he has a curled up antenna. And he needs to be less special, I've been told, which understandable. I should really name these layers sometime. Okay, first piece of advice from me. If you're doing Invader Zim remastered and you can rename your layers, rename your layers. For the love of God. Don't be like me. That's this guy. Okay, he's at the top. That makes sense. Okay. Yeah, they're hell of the best part of drawing all those Urkins. At the very least, it's just low detail. But it is still kind of annoying. Like, not gonna lie, the most annoying part of this one was not the background. Like, this space stuff and inventing that building on the right, that's fine. Okay. Yeah, there we go, just like that. You don't even notice it. Also, I gotta realign this guy as well, because I realized he's too high up. Put him like... I don't know, like that? Yeah. Right? Oh, and then... yeah. See, you have to cheat a lot of things here at... here, remastered? And if you're curious on when the stream is going to stop, I'm curious, trying to learn how to animate in IBS. I imagine animating in IBS Paint would be a nightmare, but I wish you the best of luck. I used to actually animate, oh god, like there is an animation on this channel from like 2018. It was the one for Zombie by Bad Wolves. I made that in Sketch Club on my iPad, like shot by shot, frame by frame, exported them as PNGs, and then put them together in Windows Movie Maker. First show? Ooh. It's awesome. Alan Turiel? Oh my god. Yes. Someone else here knows Alan Aturiel. Oh, I love Villainous so much. It gives me a lot of similar vibes to Zim. Okay, big problem is it's a lot of like empty space right here. We need a bit more of a crowd. I think the problem is this guy is way too short. So let me try elongating. Oh, that is the wrong layer. Hide the layer, Kronk! Wrong layer! There we go. Oh, yes. Vast improvement already. Skew that. Yes! Fabulous. How do you know about Lost Invader Zim commercials? I wish I knew more of them. That's more like Bryce's domain because he watched it from like first airing to like the end pretty much. He watched Nickelodeon for like a long time he was there when it came out. He was there when it died. So, if you have any questions about, like, the actual airings, that would be, like, that's like a Bryce question. I watched Invader Zim on Hulu when I was, like... How old was I? It was 2017? So I would have been... I was 13. It was 2017 when I first got into Invader Zim, so long after it stopped airing on Nickelodeon. Have you all watched Game Theory on the... I don't know. I haven't seen that one because I haven't seen Game Theory in a long, long time, but I've heard of it. I've certainly heard of it. The problem I have with a lot of, like, Invader Zim YouTube content is that, like, there's a lot of misinformation about Invader Zim, or, like, misunderstandings that kind of get floated around, which is part of why I comment on that a lot on, like, the swollen eyeball studies. Because it feels like only, like, absolutely brain-rotted people like me can tell you, like, oh yeah, that's fiction, or oh yeah, that's a true fact. Invader Zim had a pencil set. I think I've seen, like, I have some school supplies that are branded to it. Like, I have some, like, GUR folders. I have some notebook paper that I got on eBay. It's pretty cool. Okay, actually, how are the rest of these guys? Ooh, I'm putting too much detail in the... Wait, nope. No, okay, I'll let that... No, I made that guy up. How much detail did I put in the boots? Not a whole lot. This happens when you're working with upscale DVD quality. Nickelodeon, upload, no, not upload, release Invader Zim on Blu-ray, for crying out loud. I know you're holding those master files. I want them. Be afraid? Hey, it's Flamgo! How's it going, Flamgo? Has the ship sequence killed you yet? Okay, that... Yeah, that's pretty good, I think, actually. Yeah, I fixed the main problems. Oh, yeah. Gotta blur some stuff. I am outside. That's better than being inside. Oh, yeah, and if you're curious on when the stream stops, it'll be when I gotta go feed my cat. He has his, like, nightly dinner ritual at 5 p.m. And God forbid I break Pumpkin's schedule. Killed me long ago. I'm the replacement. I mean... at least if it's your replacement doing it, then they get to suffer. Okay. Now we need, like, needs to match up. We need, like, equal levels of, like, low quality. Which means some fuzziness. Some added fuzziness. It's like a divide here. Hang on. Where is it? It's there. Oh, that's so annoying. Okay. You know what? We're going on a different layer. There we go. There we go. Add a little bit of fuzziness for authenticity. And then... that should be good, I think. Yeah. Should there be a video about most all Invader Zim topics? The more educated Invader Zim content, the better. Actually, the more Invader Zim content, the better. Like, in reality, even if there is this information, Nice noodles reference, Flamgo. But yeah, so... What was I gonna say? Yeah, when I say, like, misinformation, I mainly mean, like the, oh god, that one video that's, like, 108 facts about Invader Zim and, like, half of them are wrong. Oh my god. Us in Invader Zim Lost and Found, we gotta watch through that for, like, I don't know, like, a special episode. And literally all it is just us pausing and going, that's wrong, that's incorrect, you're wrong, actually. There's a lot of, like, weird facts that they include that aren't really facts. Here's the memories to talk down. Yeah. Okay. And then again, blurring for authenticity. And that guy's antenna needs to be less sharp. Yeah. Like the trial. We love the trial in this house. I love the trial. Genuinely, like, such a cool episode. Would have easily been the best if it actually, like, got produced. Like, I know Bryce wants us to do, like, the reanimated episodes, but in proper style. Even though it's one of the longer ones, I really yearn for a proper trial. Like, I love the reanimated one. I love the multi-animated project so much. Love it with all my heart. But still, things are different in every scene because they're all animated by different people, which is awesome for what it is. But there still should be, like, a definitive version. Invader Zim, The Trial, DX. Battle and Knuckles. Okay. There we go. Okay. So that's one frame. Now the others. Now you see, I did a little bit of a goof. And that's that, okay, so this shot actually starts with their fists not in the air. And I foolishly did them with their fists in the air first and not without, which is awful decision. Don't be like me. Let's see. Oh, this is one of the zoom-in shots. How the hell did I start with this one? What's wrong with me? Okay, they're actually more clustered together in the next shot. Oh my god. Oh my god, why did I do this one first? Okay, don't be like me. So look at all your frames before actually selecting them. Okay, whatever. So we have this one. Now we're doing... Well, actually start with I should start with the fists not in the air. We'll get there. We'll get there. You just have to make it exist first, then we can make it good. Okay, so I'm gonna do... number 48. Yes. You can see... Well... It's actually zoomed out. Okay, I can kind of see where I was coming from. Still looks... I don't know. Hopefully, I can make this work. Okay, what frame was this? Keep thinking about hot dog. Jeez. Invader Zim prodigy. the group would need to make it. Oh, hi, Cat! Welcome. Okay, oh. What frame was this? What frame was this? Yeah, Invader... The Urkin's definitely a better name than the... Oh god, I don't even remember how you pronounce it. The Nyang. I think. This was 51. Okay. We're gonna keep this. Yeah. Wondering why I'm playing some choice music from Pokemon Black and White and Black and White 2? It's because some of the soundtrack pieces remind me a lot of Invader Zim's. Like, N's theme in particular. I always imagine that with Dib. It's pretty neat. Yes, moving this one and 48. Summon for the 1,000th time. Here's that bug features because they've been fusions. Mayhaps. I just think they evolve differently because they are not earth creatures. Okay. I think of them as a mix of like bugs and lizards. They don't have to fall into like our definitions of like animal categories because they're not from Earth, so they didn't evolve from Earth creatures. Do Megazza play Pokemon? Oh yeah, they would. I feel like Din would be like super into having all the ghost types, and Gaz would have all like all the dark types. They'd be a good duo. I've drawn Invader Zim in Pokemon. I should do more of that. It's pretty fun. Anyway. Ah, yes. Let me import this as well. See if I could line part of this up? At least just to get a gut. No, no, you're gonna get locked into place. Yeah, these aren't gonna line up, but I can do what I can. Oh my god, these don't line up at all! Oh, there. Invader Zim have... dear god. Okay. That's it. Let me see how it is. I might have to remove that building on the right. Whatever, we'll expand this frame for now. Expand this frame for now. Do the other one another time. Imperfection is the greatest torture. Yeah, especially on the theme song. You know, okay. The thing about, like, mistakes on remastered or, like, imperfections is that normally, especially if it's for, like, a fast shot in the episode, then it's really not that big of a deal because it's not going to be on screen for very long, and like the audience isn't going to like focus on it, most likely. The problem with the intro is that it's going to get shown every episode, especially for our productions, because even if the full remaster project goes nowhere, we are going to use this intro. This intro is going to be uploaded, and it is going to be part of our productions, so it's gotta look as good as humanly possible. I don't know. My philosophy with it is that, like, we can make it perfect later. We gotta just try and make it as best as we can now. Because I'm gonna go insane if, I'm stuck on this for, like, months. Okay. So, okay, sometimes you encounter a problem like this, where, the border's kinda wonky. It's kinda weird. It's got like this weird coloration at the edge. That's just fine, because we can blend that. Normally, we try to preserve as much of the inside as possible, but in cases like this, it looks better if you just go like that. Hell, actually, we go unlock this, rasterize it, and like kind of erase some of the edge here. Man, there we go. Now it's less painful to work with. Just soften the edge just a little bit. Sand it down, you might say, if you're working with sandpaper. Now the gradient's starting to line up. Gradients are kind of hard sometimes because you have to make them match. Like, you have to make them look as natural and seamless as possible. Okay. Bad. Okay, actually, I'm going to erase this edge a little bit as well. I think this is the best method getting your seam to go away. You just kind of blend the very edge of the original shot into the one you're working on. Anything. Oh, I'm on the eraser tool. That explains everything. Sometimes we just have moments like that with our art. I'm just gonna... There was a Nicktoons movie. Probably like one of the video game plots, like how they do it. Be on par with that. But of course that depends on if we're talking like just like classic Nicktoons, or if we're talking like nowadays. Now we gotta make that seem disappear as well. Yeah. Gonna play a game! Take the seam, watch it disappear. Ugh, this is the part I cringe at, where that doesn't line up. That doesn't line up at all. Oh, I made up this building on the right just for it to be incorrect. That's great. That's fine. That's fine. We could fix that. We could fix anything here, because it's all in layers. Oh my god, I gotta quit going to the fucking erasing tool. Yeah. So like that. Let me make this side even larger for y'all. So you can actually see the full thing instead of just the tiny little inch I'm working with. All the way out, like this. There we go. I want this to be what you guys can look at. You don't have to stare at me. It's a little thick, actually, compared to how I want it. Yeah. God, I just realized I have to plan out the Girl Gaming nights for this month. I'm doing 2 of them. Sarah's gonna be busy with graduation. Therefore, it's on me. Definitely do Gartic Phone again. That was like the favorite. Maybe Frantic Fanfic if we have time, but we'll see. Invader Zim had a sequel. Depends on the type. If it's a series, that's what we're gonna do our best to give our interpretation of. But that's like way down the line. Is like we'd love to do a season 3, but that's after everything else. Because finishing the stuff that is official takes priority. But if it got another movie, then, well, here's the plot that, vague plot that Jonan laid out that they were going to tease in Edge of the Florpus, but ended up not happening. Was, so Tak is imprisoned in Moopington, and we know this for sure because it was shown in the comics. And that's actually why her ship was so excited to go to Moopington, was to rescue her master. And then at the end, they were going to show Tak with her ship, or just Tak in general. You're supposed to see a silhouette of her leaving in the Moopington scenes. It was going to be like a whole thing. Because they wanted to do a sequel starring Tak. But the reason they didn't keep that in was because Jonan didn't want to restrict himself on what the sequel could be. So, if hypothetically we got a Enter the Florpus sequel, then it would probably involve Tak. Whatever Jonan had planned for her, but He gave himself room to change his mind. Water was brutally spilled under my shirt and my back by a horrible spoon. Dear God. A nightmare. It's in lost media. There's actually not, like, that much lost media that, like, I know of. Somewhere out there, I've been told that there is a top-of-the-line script that somebody Bryce is in contact with has, which is huge, but we can't really do anything with it unless Nickelodeon is, like, you know, because Nickelodeon might have plans to, like, release it themselves. So it might be confidential and it would create a whole mess. So we haven't. I haven't seen it. But I've heard of some things in it. And then, of course, the big one is the 3D pilot test, which is especially weird because Jonan has said that it's gotta be fan-made because he doesn't remember doing it. Yeah, I know this one that fans made. I'm talking officially. Like, because they had plans, like, Top of the Line was supposed to be a real episode. And, for the longest time, I assumed from, like, what the wiki said, there was just an outline. There was nothing else. But nope. There's supposedly more. I actually never seen the Top of the Line fan-made episode. I know that's on the chopping block. We have to watch that, but for like our series continuation, the definitive version of Top of the Line would be something closer to what the crew envisioned. And like more in line with the rest of the series than the fan-made one. Hate H2O. Oh, you're such an Irkin. There, I think that's a good building. Maybe I have to make it look less like the Twin Towers, but we're going somewhere. We're going. Yeah. We're doing it. You gotta put some stars on this side. Okay, now the other Irkins. It's Oh, it's so weird. They're clustered and then bam, they separate. Like, that's not even a thing I invented. They just do that. To be fair, yeah, there are some buildings in the middle that disappear as well. Oh, God. The way they animated this is so weird. But this is what I have to work with. Let's see. Yeah, like it's the same Irkins just spread out. Oh, I should have used whoever this is. Whoever this person is. Yeah, because these Irkins just kind of... Oh, I should have done this first. That's fine. It's fine. We're fine. We are fine. Oh, on the front, they're darker here. Interesting. Interesting. I should have kept that in mind. Okay. We could just redo it. It's fine. At least partially. I'm not doing the whole thing literally all over again. Like a layer of white. There we go. Makes it a bit more clear what we're doing. Wait a minute, are your antenna bent forward? Oh my god, what are you? Who is this guy in the back? Why are you different? Why do you get to be different? Oh. Oh, that might... Are these your antenna? Oh, that's not a building, that's your antenna. Oh well. You're getting a new antenna. This is ASMR for me. Good to know. I'm glad that I have that effect on people. It's gonna be a lot more, I'll tell you, it's gonna be a lot more interesting during the Disaster Week streams because I'm gonna be drawing new things instead of just trying to expand what was already made. Okay. Mouse is louder, just like my keyboard. Yeah. It doesn't help that I got a new keyboard with louder keys. I think they're more satisfying. Lets me kind of stim with them. But also means they get picked up by recordings. Also, nobody has asked this yet, but I've been thinking a lot today about you know, people joke where it's like oh, if we're making our own Zim episodes, maybe we could put our OCs in there. And I want to I don't know, I guess lay out my thoughts on if somebody brings that up. And that's that, a problem with at least Urkin OCs is that a lot of them look too unique, which is great for an OC design. Not so great for a background character. Because background characters are supposed to blend in. They're supposed to just be part of the scenery. And, you can get away with some crazy stuff on, the background aliens or, the humans. I feel like, you could sneak a lot of human OCs in there and people wouldn't notice. But, let me just say this. Whenever I watch, an Invader Zim fan animation, or, a reanimated project, and somebody puts one of their Urkin OCs as part of the crowd, you can just always tell. Again, nothing, particularly wrong with that, but it's very, very obvious. So, I don't know. I don't think it's very likely that we're gonna be like, hey guys, give us your OCs and we'll put them in the episode, yay! It's gonna be more like, oh god, we need 17 humans for this background shot. Why not throw one of my designs in there? Shigsy's Sneak Flamgo of the OC as a plush that Gurass. I mean, I don't know, the toys you can get away with much easier, oh my god, I feel like a good way of, getting away with OCs, it's very hard with Urkins. Urkins are the hardest, because Urkins are very uniform, unless you're Tack, but Tack gets to be special. But, if you have, on, an animal OC that you want in the show, the best way to do that is, like a billboard, or, an advertisement, or, something on the TV. Something that isn't too weird. Something isn't too off-putting or stands out like a sore thumb. There's a place for crazy Urkin designs, and that is on your Toy House page, or on Artfight. Oh yeah, and the other concern I would have with, OCs is, the last thing I would ever want in our productions is, being accused of, OC favoritism. The last thing I need is, inserting one of my Urkin OCs, and then, other people who are, lower ranking in terms of, server, server power, just goes oh, so you're gonna do your stuff, but you're not gonna do my stuff? That's it, I'm leaving. I could just easily, I've been in Zim fan communities for a long time. I could easily see, younger members doing that. Backseat billboard! If anything, the most in-character thing to do would be to, make, human designs of the staff and insert them into crowd shots, because they do that on the show. We have plenty of scenes, I know the Jonan said to stop with him, but we still have plenty of scenes with, Ricky, especially. You can see Ricky in a lot of them. Thing that would stand out the most once you see it once is a stray pixel! No, not the stray pixels. Though also, I think, something fun is if we need animals, if we need like background animals, we could totally do like our pets. Somehow we will put Stitch in the series. And Stitch as in Flamgo's bird, not Stitch, the Disney character. The school pizza would just blend in. Like, that's just normal pizza in the Zim universe. Like, if anything, you would actually do a better job by referencing the school pizza. I had purple hair to fit in perfectly. You would. I feel like, especially like Bryce and Sarah would fit in very easily since they don't really have like Sona characters. They're just like whatever we imagine them, it's just as themselves. This is kind of misaligned. No! Why do you do this to me? Oh my god, I did you in green, not even black. What's wrong with me? I'm supposed to be the example. Here I am. A fool! A fuel! I'm gonna show up to that meeting tomorrow and I'm gonna be like, I got a ham sandwich and like one frame done. Take it or leave it. I got half a frame done and another frame that I have to redo. Take it or leave it. Okay, so far I think the clustered Urkins are actually easier than the crowd Urkins, because I have to think about what space they're occupying less. Pretty much just have to draw their heads. I gotta redo that guy in the corner. Oh, I have to redo so much about this. It's fine. It's perfectly fine. We will live. Yeah, that's that side. Do this side. Oh my god, wait a minute. Hold up. Curly antenna! There's a female here. Well, you know, feminine, I guess. Not necessarily female. So remember, the only Urkin gender is asshole. All caps. But there's a femme Urkin here. That's very epic. Especially since you don't see a whole lot of feminine Urkins in the crowd shots. Not at all. I mean, you do, but like the masculine ones, or at least the neutral ones, I guess, outweigh them. Oh my god, I remember reading this is actual story. I remember reading like fanfics that would try to explain that. Like, why like, why you don't see that many Urkins with, the curly antenna and the lashes. I have heard some absurd headcanons on that. All of them unhinged. I think one of the most unhinged was that, and I quote, well, not really, because it's been many years. I don't even remember which fic this came from, but It was something like the Urkin Empire wanted as many like stronger Urkins as possible, and therefore they mostly made males. And I'm like, what the fuck? Wow, way to not be progressive. Okay. A female Urkin can be tallest. That's canon. But nah. Males only. What are we doing? Got that. Let me mark these again to remind myself. Yeah, where stuff I made up starts and ends. Take more pictures of the cardboard flavors burnt cheese. The top burnt circular, greasy, thin slabs of disgusting meat stacked on top of each other. If I'm lucky, I would hesitate very much to call you lucky in that situation. This guy's really simple. Just gotta finish this. The antenna gets in the way. You thin nose antenna. Oh, it's gonna create such a bad tangent. But whatever. Apparently it's sci-fi day. That's very cool. You would think I'd like more sci-fi, but you see, the problem with me is I tend to be way more interested in the alien characters than the human characters in sci-fi. But like, most sci-fi stories are like, follow John Human as he ventures into this savage planet full of wild aliens that just want to murder him and are just disposable villains to shoot and never develop as characters. Like, Invader Zim is scratches a particular itch for me, where it has like all this super cool lore for their main alien races and other alien races. And we get to hear a lot, like, the main character is an alien who's invading the world, but he's still an alien. And we get to hear a lot about him. Ooh, this one's annoying me. Hi, just finished school in eyeball studies. It's so funny to know the lore well. I have participation for 15 years, and I'm not really one to get involved in fan spaces. Well, hello, welcome! I'd love to see more fans. That's so good. My 10-year anniversary of being a Zim fan will be next year, which is kind of crazy to think about. Because when I tell you this series changed my brain chemistry, you like, can't even fathom it. Or actually you can, because it probably changed yours in the exact same way. Who am I to judge? Oh, it's the antenna's fault, not my fault. This blends together so weird. That's fine. It's just how it be. Just trying to finish this guy right here. Yeah. Alright, got 30 minutes left on stream for Pumpkin Demands His Food Sacrifices. This channel called Dust does a lot of sci-fi short films. One called Space Between Stars, one example of one without a human character. Ooh, I'll have to check that one out. Yeah, when it comes to sci-fi, I'm into a lot of things that star aliens. Like, oh my god, One of my goals for my gaming channel is definitely to stream Destroy All Humans. I love that series so much. It is the closest thing I think I'll ever get to just Invader Zim, the game. And we have the Doom game on Flashpoint. And now that one actually lets you, like, blow stuff up, lets you fly around a UFO, blow more stuff up. It's got Richard Horvitz in it. You play as an alien invader, also without genitals, at least in the first game. I Pumpkin had two brothers temple. Aww. I'll just show off Pumpkin for stream ends. He's such a guy. I made like a New Year's post about him because I met him like halfway through last year. Okay, I just opened my door and left. Ah. When we get to Hamstergeddon, I am so having a section for like all of our Earth creatures because like so many of them in the Invader Zim Lost and Found server have become very iconic to me. Especially the ones belonging to some of the main members. I should say like some of the mods. It's so iconic to me now. Now, the thing about Destroy All Humans, though, compared to Invader Zim, is that the fan content is more or less non-existent. Is the server open to join, or is it only for people working on the project? It's for anyone. If you're interested in working on the project, that's so awesome, and anyone is willing to join. But if you want to lurk or just, like, hang out, that's also amazing. Any Zim fan is welcome. We're trying to make it sort of like the to-be place for any Zim fan. And the invite link should be in the description if I put it in properly this time. Yeah, you could just you could run in there, say Xeno sent ya, and it would prove Bryce's point that live streaming our work is a great way of not so subtly abducting people into our fandom space. Like, there's other Zim servers that are bigger, cough cough, the massive, but ours is a heck of a lot cozier. And there's way more of like a tight-knit community. It's like pretty easy for people to get into. Yeah, I got these guys. Yeah, starting to make this nice and seamless. Yay! Welcome! Welcome to Zim Lost and Found Murder. Oh yeah, the Doom manual needs to be updated. Shoot, you're right. I haven't even updated my introduction since, like, I was like a newbie that just joined, and I was like, hey guys, I'm from Invader Zim Reanimated, you know, I might do like a few things here. Don't mind me. And now it's like, well, that's completely wrong now. I'm way more important than that. That's not me kissing my own ass either, like... I'm one of the elite employees. So I do a lot of file management and hosting tasks. What color am I gonna steal? You. I'm going to steal your color. Oh yeah, for the previous frame, I'm thinking I won't redo the background. I'll definitely redo at least the more noticeable Irkins, though. Yeah, I'm animation curator. That is what I am. Oh yes, and Flamgo is our art director. If anyone here doesn't know who Flamgo is, why hype him up so much? He has been doing the worst shot in the intro. He's been doing the one of the ship sequence over various live streams. Had to start over God knows how many times. Like, I complain about things that I have to redo here. Yeah, I've only felt an ounce of Flamgo's agony. Also, it's intended for me to have the ability in chat to do manual and duty assignments. Yeah, I should probably fix that as well. Yeah, only the mods are supposed to message in there. Okay, so far, not bad. You know, glaring empty space on the left aside, not bad. Not bad at all. One of the things I would love to do, actually, is I just got my Switch capture card working. So, I should totally do a Zim-Metopia run. However, that's not an original idea whatsoever. I kinda stole that from Nightbat the cat. Because that's what she's doing, but she's not live streaming it, to my knowledge, so I guess that part's fair game. I don't know, they'll put like a footnote in the description or something. Also, I don't own Metopia for the Switch, which is like absurd, right? Like, of all the things I should own for the Switch, it should be Metopia. But I just never bothered, because I already have a 3DS version. I've had it since the launch date. Tomodachi Life and Metopia for 3DS. I've had those since their launch. Like, the day of, both times, I dragged my mom to a big box store, and I'm like, one Mii game, please! Because, if you can't tell, I'm kind of an OC freak. Absolute OC freak, actually. If I... listen. If I get the opportunity to put my OCs in any game using a custom character creator, oh man, instantly, like, 500 points. 5,000 if I can do funny character interactions. That's why I'm so into games like The Sims or Tomodachi Life. Oh, I should do a Tomodachi Life stream. When that game comes out, Tomodachi Life Switch comes out, you will get a live stream from me. Like, day of. That's not an exact promise, but it's a goal, I guess. Yeah. I gotta see what funny character interactions I can do with, like, Zim and Dib. Like, you know, I could stream, like, the original Tomodachi Life, but the problem is that the Mii creator is so limited. So I can do, like, my OCs, some human characters, but you can't make Urkins with human skin, or, you know, except for Tack, but other than Attack, you don't get anyone else. They all look stupid if you do that. Okay. Speaking of looking stupid, the sky is getting lowered. I gotta merge you with your outline here. There we go. Boop, boop. Down to the crowd you go. Yeah. And cutoff is right there. So actually, it should be lower. Should be even lower, like that. Like that. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. Right side, I think, is pretty dang good, actually. Like, that could pass. I could pass very easily. The left, though, left needs a lot of help. Just like politics. It's the last political joke I'll make for this stream. Okay, so... oh god, crowd shot, crowd shot! Ugh. I'd throw up doing crowd shots half the time. Okay, so... god. Like, this is not... like, are these even the same Urkins at that point? Like, when I zoom out, are people even gonna notice that some of the Urkins change? Probably not. Probably not. I'll have to see. Let's see if most of this is even worth bothering to fix. Okay. This is like the long head row, isn't it? So you start with... not the eraser tool. We should start with a sort of long-headed guy. Sort of a long-headed guy. Kind of looking a bit more forward. Should be about, like, yay distance. About this distance. So we're gonna go, like right here. This millisecond change, the crazy fast reaction across the video. Okay, not that hard. Oh yeah, I should have probably said this a long time ago. But, for the best matching, use the airbrush tool for your outlining. Because then it doesn't look out of place quality-wise. Or at the very least, like, do your outlines a different tool and then kind of blur it. And if you're wondering when you know you've done a good job, it's if you get to a point where, like, you show this to, like, me and, like, Bryce, and we have to, like, ask you, like, so where does the line, like, where does the screenshot end and your drawing start? that's how you know you've done a good job. Even if there's some mistakes or whatever. You did good as long as we have a hard time figuring out where you added stuff. Do it like that. Yeah, that's it's a good background, Erkin. Oh my god, to finish this guy. I didn't realize his boots were cut off. Yeah. Nah, your legs shouldn't be, like, curved that much. They gotta be, like, a bit more straight down. Light up my door again and jump scared me. That's cat behavior right there. Wait a minute, why do you have stripes on your legs? Whatever. Episode 1 stuff. I can't even see the rest of their arms. Okay, let's put more guys here then. Until then, you get those basic hand I can give you. Oh god, I'm so excited to do the Swollen Eyeball study recording tonight. So we got Dark Harvest, which is probably, if any episode's gonna get like new eyes on us, you know, aside from when we eventually get to Florpus, it's gonna be Dark Harvest. Because by God, people yearn for the controversy of Dark Harvest. And by controversy, I mean, top 10 scariest Zim episodes. Number 3 will literally eat your liver off. Voice Dark Harvest. I've been debating on that. It'd be very funny, but if this is someone's like first video or like first episode, I don't want their first impression to be my Chills impression. How's it already next Friday? That's what I'm thinking. I think like New Year's, what made this week so hectic I barely have stuff done this week and last week, because Christmas, New Year's back-to-back was... It's always, very chaotic, so... If people don't have much at the next meeting, honestly, that's expected. Let's do for the intro. It's like warm up for it. Greetings and welcome to the Swollen Eyeball Studies. I am your host, Lady Zeno. Today we're going to be talking about one of the scariest cartoon episodes ever. Oh my god, it'd be so funny. It'd be so good if it just wasn't people's, if it wasn't most likely going to be people's first impression. So I'll most likely do semi-normal intro, but if you want to do a Chill's voice, it's perfectly welcome. I'll probably still whip it out at some point for like a commentary joke. As you can see, there's Zim. He has become a monster. Thank you, the turtly one. The mascot speaking, her name is Xenoshen. She's my Sona character. Simultaneously me, and also kinda not. But she's like, she represents me, and she's actually not Nurkin. She's a Martian. A Martian from Mars. Not Zim Mars, but something closer to our Mars. I feel like the main feedback is just gonna be like, what is the guy all the way on the right, on the left doing all by himself? I'm gonna be like, look, he's waiting for the rest of his group to show up. Gotta make that Chills video so people get the reference. Maybe in the episode introduction. Today, we'll be looking at the top 15 scariest Invader Zim moments. Number 3, Dark Harvest. I used to actually, like, watch, like, top 15, unironically. So, I think I got the Chills impression down. But, I remember, like, even back when I watched them, like, it was kind of a well-known fact that if you wanted to keep your sanity, then you would have to watch the video like 2 times speed. Or else, the entire video would be delivered very, very slowly for a quote-unquote spooky effect. my heart. I loved her. Wah. God, I quote that with my friends so much. This poor guy that I'm drawing, I like to imagine that, like, he ran all the way to Conventia. Like, he got there, like, super early. And he thought his friends were also gonna show up early. And then, for a while, they just kind of left him hanging. And then maybe, like a minute before the actual, presentation starts, suddenly his friends say, like, we're on our way, and he reels back with horror, realizing that his friends have abandoned him. He saved a space for them, but who knows if they're actually going to show up. Eventually they will, but in the meantime, he waits. He waits in agony. He watches so many Irkins get on stage. Like, it's about to begin. They've already been treated to nachos. The nachos have been taken away. And his friends are still nowhere in sight. But every time somebody comes up to him and they're like, hey man, you got some extra room there? He goes, oh, sorry, this is, I'm saving it for someone else. And so they're like, alright, and they leave. And he just keeps waiting. He finally, he gets a notification in his pack. His eyes light up. And then his smile quickly fades. As he sees the message he received. Sorry, we're waiting for popcorn. And then it's a photo attached of a very, very long line for a Conventia concession stand. And he realizes right then and there, oh my god, they're going to miss everything. It's okay, his friends will come eventually. And that'll pretty much do it for this stream. But first, Pumpkin. My son Pumpkin. I must show at least one of his images. The other day, we were actually setting up some furniture from IKEA, and he thought it was his playground. So, I guess your pumpkin photo of the day is going to be that situation. There we go. Look at him. Look at this kitty boy. Look at my son! Oh my god! He's literally so perfect. Alright, thanks for tuning into the stream, everyone. More part